Yo, apologies guys, sorry I had to just go help my mom out. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another stream, ladies and gentlemen. We are out here, Habibis, ladies and gentlemen. Big up to every single one of you guys. Please do slap the like button. Please do subscribe to the channel if you're yet to do so. Every single one of you guys, please hit the like button. Please subscribe. All of you, you get me? Like and subscribe. Let's go. This is going to be an absolutely elite stream. My God, we are dramatic, ain't we? My God, we are dramatic. We love the drama. Anyway, speaking of loving the drama, this guy definitely loves the drama. You get me? He's a dramatic person just like myself. Man, like Jamie's in the building. How doing, Jamie, mate?
I'm all right, man. Not too bad. I feel a bit unwell, but I'm here for you.
Thank you. I saw your post earlier. I hope you're good, my brother. Everything good?
Yeah. It's just yeah.
Please don't. No.
I'm not going to say anymore. I ain't not gonna
Yeah.
anymore.
Please. Because I already know what you're going to say. Don't even go there. You know, I knew you were going to say some wild shit. That's just typical fucking...
I didn't say it. I didn't say it. I'm growing. I promise.
Maybe Chiesa's goal made it come out. Anyway,
Pause. Yeah.
Absolutely love working with this guy. He was there on the halftime show as well. Man, like Kmack is in the building. How doing, Kmack, mate?
Oh, Chiesa's goal made it come out.
Yeah, I had to say it. Anyway, you good, brother?
I'm good. God, I'm glad that ended up as a bloody win.
Yes, thank God. Speaking of someone who was on at halftime, I need to know what the mustache thinks today. You get me? Because our mustache, aka Allison, actually had a good game. I like Mike is in the building. How doing, Mike, mate?
It's good, people. You know, no, I'm not.
Now you're good. Go ahead.
I was just saying, what's good, people? Florian the Flop, amazing debut. Arnie Slot, disaster class, incredible subs. Federico Chiesa, they're singing his song before he comes on. He comes on, he saves the day. Albeit to him. Yeah, bro, just like the start of the season that I was looking for. Just
so much drama.
Really, I wasn't looking for that bit.
A 4-2 win. Conceding 2 shit goals against a horrendous team who had their entire back five sent to different leagues. It's exactly what I wanted out of the first game of the season.
Anyway, joining us as well next, you get me, Canada's finest. You get me? He has 5 moose parked outside. You get me? Very expensive. Very expensive, by the way. Just like you guys shouldn't mock the people who sell camels. You shouldn't mock the people who sell moose. This guy's a rich man, just so you guys know. Each moose costs about 20 grand. Anyway, I like Emeka's. I think Emeka.
I gotta bring you to Toronto. Your perspective will be completely different.
You live in Toronto, okay?
Look how sunny it is here. Look at it. It's nice.
I'll be honest. That's a joke completely stolen off of Jacob's book. That ain't even my joke. The whole moose thing, but. You get to be shot at Jacob, you know? Anyway, listen, big up to all of you guys. Already 350 people in here. We haven't even started the stream yet. Guys, can we get the likes up, you bunch of frauds? Every single one of you right here, right now, please hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. Everyone right now, please like and subscribe. So there's only one place to start, and that's the game against Bournemouth. Before we get to any transfer activities, any of that stuff, you get me? I'm going to actually start with Jamie. Talk to me about the game, Jamie, in general. Wherever you want to go with it.
Oh dear. Look, Liverpool are like a divorced dad. They turn up for their son in the weekend and then forget what they're doing at home on the rest of the week. And that's what Liverpool's attack and defence is. No, I mean, that is literally what it is. So the attack is exceptional. The defence is terrible. I don't think it's got to do that too much with personnel and players playing a lot of the time. I think it's about system and the way we play. You know, when you've got 8 players in front of the ball, you're always going to concede goals. It don't matter who's playing, really. System needs to change a little bit. Slot changed this system from January onwards from last season, and it's just not working. So for a defensive way, goals, we're going to score 4 goals every game. Do you know what I mean? That's just what's going to happen. But defensively, we are going to be a bit naive at times. The substitutions, I thought, were actually better than what people were saying. I saw a lot of people saying they were terrible substitutions. I don't think they were. Frimpong had to come off because he felt a tightness in his hamstring, so it was a precaution. So he wanted to bring him off. I understand that. The only one I don't understand how Kanate played the whole game, but we'll probably get to him later.
We will.
You know, Wirtz didn't have the greatest debut, but I think people were over at cooking the egg. I don't think it was that bad. Ekitike looked fantastic. Again, like Sam has said many times, when you can just tell a player straight away, you know, fundamentals of a footballer. Ekitike's got it. You can just see it.
Thank you. Welcome to the party, brother.
And his link up. Look, and I said it before we bought him. I've been telling everyone how good Ekitike is. He's a fantastic talent. His link up play is excellent. His ways, you know, that was a very Suarez-like goal he scored today with the rebound. You remember how many rebounds?
Yeah. Suarez used to get a lot of those as well. He did.
Because of determination, man. Determination, that's what he does. Cody Gakpo's usual self, absolute shit, but scores. It's just the way Cody is. Yeah,
Before you go on, or just genuinely, don't you feel like the Liverpool fan base are trying to scapegoat Gakpo a little bit? Genuinely.
Yeah.
Was he bad? Genuinely.
Yeah, he was. Look, him and Mo were both bad, but they both get a goal. So again, reviewing their performances can be difficult because at the end of the day, they're attackers, and attackers are there to score goals. So you could argue Gakpo and Salah did their job today. Do you know what I mean? So you could argue that as well. So it's a difficult one to argue. But as a left winger, Cody's probably not everyone's cup of tea, which I can understand that cup of tea as well. You know, look, I will say this, and I got this wrong, about the Szoboszlai situation being Liverpool's most important player, right? Do you know what's blatantly obvious now to the world? Ryan Gravenberch is Liverpool's most important player.
Yeah.
That was obvious.
I'm fine with that as long as it's not Szoboszlai.
Like Szoboszlai was good today, by the way. I thought he was actually Liverpool's best midfielder today. But by a country mile.
So are you on rage? I'll tell you the problem, Jamie. I think you've been working.
It weren't good, but none of them were good.
I think you've been working with Wolfie too much. And Wolfie's rage-baiting tactics has gotten to you. There's no way you said he was our best midfielder today.
Yeah, because
he lost the ball for the first goal and the second.
No. The goal was the goal was.
Sobo wasn't the best midfielder out there.
Yeah, he wasn't.
Right, let me talk. They were all shit, right? So when you're going 1-3 out of 10, 1-4 out of 10, because McAllister was dreadful in the first half, but better in the second half, right? And that's because of fitness.
I don't think he was worse than Wirtz and Szoboszlai. I don't think that.
Yeah, I think McAllister was our best midfielder today.
Wirtz was terrible.
But saying best midfielder,
but they were all crap. They were all crap.
It was like a 5 out of 10 was our best.
Yeah,
midfielder.
that's what I'm trying
Congratulations.
to say. Everyone was not very good in midfield today. That's what I'm trying to say. There weren't any. No one stuck out looking beautiful. But we're a two-tap minded. We're a two-tap minded from a midfield standpoint. With Ryan Gravenberch in there, I think, Liverpool fans will talk about Liverpool not having a DM, and it's a DM what Liverpool fans persist as a DM. When you literally watch Ryan Gravenberch play now, he is a defensive midfielder. He's literally the only one who cleans up counter-attacks. He's always in the right position. Positionally awareness is fantastic. He was missed today badly, and when he comes back,
I agree.
McAllister and Wirtz will make a lovely midfield three.
Is he suspended next game as well?
No, he's back next game.
He'll be there.
Has anyone actually fact checked this? It's just one game. That's it.
Yeah, it's just one game. Our best game in pre-season was the game that Gravenberch played in midfield with alongside Szoboszlai. That was our best game in pre-season where we controlled the whole game. And that's because Grav played. He's that important to the way Arne Slot wants to play. But again, look, attack. We're going to win a lot of football games, but a lot of these games we're going to win. We're going to be 20 years older by the end of the season if we keep complaining like this. I want to say one thing, though, before someone goes next. Joe Gomez gave a much calmer performance when he came on.
Yeah.
I don't think this gets spoken about enough. Gomez misses a lot of football, He misses a lot of football for injury. But when he's back in it, he's back in it. He just comes in like no problem, man. I thought he brought a calmness to the defence. He brought a calmness to the defence. But look, I thought Virgil was decent today. But Kanate, man, just like I don't know.
We ain't.
Cortez was the worst defender, though. Let's not.
Can I? Can
Who was the worst
we-
defender?
we
before I
cannot-
shoot
we-
off, 'cause I need to take my top off because I made a mistake by wearing long
Cortez
sleeves.
was
I'm
awful.
absolutely dying.
That's
So
why
I'll
he-
be
Yeah,
honest,
yeah,
the
go
worst
ahead. Go
defender I
change.
can
Don't worry.
remove.
If you want,
He was
to
a
remo-
football
you
goal.
want me to remove you off the stage so you can go change and come back, it's okay.
Yeah, yeah.
You want to
yeah,
change?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, listen.
Let me just say one thing quickly, Mike. Sorry, I apologize. Big up to everyone who just joined us from the Football Terrace, guys. Thank you to Terry for the raid, guys. We got 1,100 people in here. Please do hit the like button, do subscribe, and please go subscribe to JB Phillips Football Chats. Go subscribe to Kmack channel, and go subscribe to Mike Das LFC. You guys always sometimes message me, where can I find this guy? In the description. That's where you can find that guy. So like this video, subscribe to this channel, subscribe to their channel as well. Go ahead, Mike.
Listen, I can already tell a lot of people are not going to like me this season because they're averse to objectivity. First and foremost, Konate. Listen, was he exceptional today? No, but the first goal, he's never getting to that cross. And who vacates their position? 5 minutes after coming on the pitch, who vacates their position? Endo. Endo went flying up the pitch.
Watch the game again, Michael.
I mean,
They said it after the game. Mike,
I'm going to say my piece.
After the game, when the game finished, all the pundits spoke about it. Everyone spoke about it, yeah, and said Konate was the one out of position.
Listen,
For the first
I
goal?
don't personally.
Yes,
Personally,
watch
I'm just gonna say my piece. I don't care
That's
what
my nutting. This
pundits
Konate
say.
protection does
My eyes tell me Endo won the ball, gave it to Salah, went 20 yards out of position, got dunked over. Right. Then of course the cross, he ain't gonna do anything. The second goal, Semenyo had 70 yards of space. He had 70 yards of space to carry that ball.
And
He had
Konate
three
again.
players. Yeah, and he had three players around him. Konate's left, and Konate's left to defend three people. But regardless, I'm not putting those on him at all.
Oh my
to me-
God! I give up. I can't watch football with
to me-
people anymore.
To
I don't
me,
watch football.
those
Don't watch
mistakes, it's literally the definition of scapegoating Ibrahima Konate, because we were exceptionally poor.
Oh, fuck off! I can't do.
For me,
Okay, hon, I mean, I would just like to finish without being interrupted with just, crude remarks. Regardless of that, the first half, we were exceptionally poor. I mean, we went up 1-0 directly after we should have conceded one, right? Great goal by Ekitike, by the way. Showed composure and patience, what I want to see. Sent Petrovic the wrong way. Excellent, right? But we only had that opportunity other than Mo's shot from outside the box. That's not a goal-scoring opportunity. That's a player creating a moment of brilliance with a great save. Second half, I mean, we were a little bit better. We get the second goal. At the 60th minute, you're going to tell me that we didn't make a mistake, even though we brought Endo on to play right back, and then we bring Joe Gomez to play right back, and Endo goes into the midfield. Why wasn't Joe Gomez the first substitution in the first place if Frimpong had to get off the pitch?
Because he's not fit. Because he's not fit.
Okay, but again, that then goes down. Why are you setting up shop in the 60th minute against the team that's playing better than you? We were up 2-0, but it should have been a draw. So we don't have.
Goal from his side, though.
Yes, we did. We conceded it down the left-hand side from Endo's side. The first goal. Go back and rewatch it. Went right down the left-hand side, across into the box. Boom, finish. The definition of down the right.
So wait, are you saying Konate had a good game? Is that what you're saying?
No. But I'm not going to sit here and slate him for once having to defend three players while a player gets 70 yards of uncontested run behind him, and two, have to basically cover two positions because Endo's caught out, the ball's in behind, and then he can't get a foot onto the cross. What are you supposed to do? Are we just going to blame every individual player?
Let me just say one thing, guys.
Exactly.
Konate's fault. That was Robbo.
Let me just say one thing, please. Let me just say one thing. I agree with Mike, but I disagree on one thing. I don't think any individual player had a bad game today. I don't think.
Curtis had a really bad game.
Verts had a very bad game.
Hear me out. Given the context of the game today, I really don't believe anyone had a bad game from an individual perspective. I believe the reason that we conceded the goal is simply the fact that Endo was played right back. I love Endo. I think Endo should have came on to play DM. If we wanted to play any midfielder right back, I think it should have been Szoboszlai, because Szoboszlai is an athletic player and he could have at least helped in terms of the space. Like, he has recovery pace to recover the Bournemouth left winger. The problem is with Endo is he's slow. Like, Endo is probably our slowest midfielder. So I think him going right back, I think, and by the way, the one thing I'll say about Slot is he wasn't strong. So the mistake from Slot was, let me put Endo right back. But he corrected that mistake immediately, and he was like, hold on. He corrected that mistake immediately, and he's like, let me put Gomez right back, Endo go back into midfield, because you could tell that he was just. By the way, for a period of about 5 to 10 minutes, when Endo was right back, Bournemouth targeted the crap out of that area. Just by the way, this is not on Endo. It's just because Endo is not like athletic enough. That's the problem. So like Brooks just kept running in behind. For me, if we want to play, this problem doesn't exist when Bradley's here. Yeah. Because if you take off Frimpong and you put Bradley, no problemo, life just moves on. Even with Joe Gomez, yes, he's not like rapid or anything, but he's at least a bit quicker than Endo. So for me, Endo should have came on in midfield, and if you wanted to put the midfielder right back, that's fine. Put Szoboszlai there because he's quick, so he could have handled a little bit of Brooks. What Mike said is right. Look, Endo made because he see, once again, I just want to make something clear, because chat will be like, I'm blaming Endo. I'm not. It's not his position. But he was so high up the pitch that he couldn't recover. What Mike said is true. He can't recover because he's not a right back. He's not a right winger. He doesn't have the pace to play over there. He just doesn't.
I just want to address this one point.
There's just one.
Where you said that no one had an individually bad game.
Yes.
So you don't think Kerkez had an individually bad game?
No, because I felt he grew into it, and it's difficult for him because he's facing his old club first game.
Yeah, but he was. But
I think Frimpong was better than Kerkez, but do I think Kerkez was bad? No.
No, Kerkez didn't grow into the game though. Like Semenyo was literally destroying him every time down that wing.
But
I think Kerkez has a bad habit of going to the ground.
But they didn't score. Like the chances that they scored was Robbo not tracking a runner after he literally just came onto the pitch. Like, Jesus, Robbo.
To me, Kerkez was
literally the freshest player on the pitch, and you couldn't track your runner into the box. You're brutally to blame for that, because Kerkez would have been there. Sorry, Kerkez would have been there.
I don't think. Okay, the only point I was trying to make. The only point I was trying to make was I think
got the cross in.
It's not fair to pinpoint. There was not a categorical solo error by anyone for any of these goals. It was a multitude of errors. Was the only point that I'm trying to make. And at the end of the day, how
many times does Robbo have to be at the scene of a crime?
I'm not going to do this whole player agenda thing. At the end of the day, you don't judge great teams on the results they get when they play well. You judge great teams on the results they get when they play like shit. We played like shit today, and we won 4-2. Mohamed Salah had. Yes, we did. Mohamed Salah had 90 minutes of garbage and created 2 goals from the 88th minute and the 93rd minute. We had Hugo Ekitike, unbelievable, right? Defensively, poor, 100%. A lot of that having to do with the fact that our midfield was getting overrun. We were so spread out. We were unable to deal with their press, much like Jamie said, second half of last season. That's what Everton gave us trouble with. That's what Southampton gave us trouble with. It was impossible for us to build up against the press against fucking Southampton. The worst side in the history of the Premier League gave us trouble because of a press. All I'm saying is I don't think it's fair to scapegoat anyone for any of the defensive errors today. I think it was basically a combination of individual mistakes leading to well-taken goals. If you run the ball 70 yards and you put my center back on skates when you got 3 guys to your left, what am I going to do? Seriously, it's either he scores or
your centre back could actually tackle the player. Like,
okay, you know what, Kmack, I want you. I want
Virgil van
Dijk 70 yards backwards, covering 4 guys, and then
Virgil van Dijk bollocked
70 yards backwards, cover 4 guys, and then talk.
Virgil van Dijk bollocked Konate after the goal. That's all you need to know. Like, 2 of the lowest scored people in the entire game on SofaScore was Andy Robinson and Konate, both with 6.2.
Give a shit what SofaScore has to say
today.
You gotta just watch
today. Konate didn't even win a header today. Konate didn't even win a header.
Really? Really? Konate's pressure is what caused Chiesa's goal. So, if Konate's not there, then that ball doesn't fall to Chiesa, and this game ends 2-2. Like, what the fuck are we doing here? If Konate's not right there, they don't feel rushed to get the ball out. They don't make the mistake. It doesn't fall to Chiesa. Just like how if Mohamed Salah... Oh, my God. Okay, you know what? If you want to call that world class, that's on you.
That was
but I'm not going to look at anything on
world class strike.
Sure. SofaScore said it was a world class.
I will just say, by the way,
it must.
I will just say, by the way, like before everybody starts, like, I don't know, like cancelling your season ticket, like Bournemouth beat Manchester City and Arsenal last season. Okay, they're not shit. They're a good team. They're a good team with a good manager, and we played really well today in patches. We did. We just have teething trouble because we've still got 4 new players. And I don't think we've had a long enough pre-season. Our players look tired. Like we didn't play enough games in pre-season for me.
I think we had one of the longest pre-seasons though, relative to everybody else.
We played like 8 preseason games. How much more do you want?
2 games in one day. It doesn't count.
Yes, it does.
For me, for the second game in a row, Slot's substitutions kind of changed the game in a negative way for us. So I feel as though for us to go defensive at home at 2-0 is just not
60th minute. In the 60th minute, 30 to play.
And I get going at players, and yes, I don't think anyone had a particularly great game besides Ekitike. And obviously this game showed the importance of Gravenberch for us. But I think if we actually look at when the game kind of changed, it's just psychologically, like if you're on Bournemouth and you've been playing pretty decent, and then the opposing coach now is bringing on 2 defenders on the road at Anfield, like you're letting them know, like we're going to just absorb pressure. And that's what happened for the next 25 minutes. We were just absorbing pressure and they scored. So I just think we went too defensive too quickly. And I understand, I feel like Gomez came in when at like the 70th minute. If we were going to sub out a right back, I would have put Gomez there at right back. So I agree with you there, Husam, where it's like if Endo's coming in, he has to play.
Endo was just lost on the right-hand side.
Right,
he was lost. Like, he's just not there. The thing is, for me, look, like I said when I first started this, if Connor Bradley's fit, this whole thing isn't even a conversation. Because Bradley comes on for Frimpong. He's a natural right back. He has enough recovery pace. And I reiterate, it's not on Endo. Slot corrected his own mistake. Mike said it. If Slot believed that Endo right back was not a problem, he wouldn't have brought on Gomez to play right back. But he brought Gomez to play right back because he corrected his own error. And that for me is the thing. Like, I like Endo. Maybe in center back he could play a little bit, but right back he just can't play right back in my opinion. I think center back is different. In these central areas is different than right back. Because right back you're going to face a lot of dribblers, a lot of people who are good on the ball, specifically in the Premier League. So for me, the concept was just... And by the way, I actually said it on the watch-along when I was doing the watch-along. When I saw Endo came on, I was like, okay, Szoboszlai is going to be right back now. I immediately said it. I thought Szoboszlai is going to be the right back because he's a bit more athletic. He's agile. He can have that recovery pace. Jota was... rest in peace, Jota. What's his name? Endo was just on an island by himself. By the way, that mosaic was beautiful. And Mo's reaction at the end, someone just sent it to me. Absolutely beautiful, honestly. Like, it's just you could feel like the tears that I saw that Mo had. It's just so touching. But with this whole situation, look, we won today. We won.
Yeah.
It might not have been the way that we wanted to win.
All of our strikers scored. All of our strikers scored.
Jamie, Mike, Kmack, and Emeka. We've been Liverpool fans our whole life. We don't do shit the easy way. That's just the truth. We don't. We like a little bit drama. We like to sell the Premier League well. So what's the best thing to do to sell the... And the funny thing is, like, when we went 2-1, I said it would be the most Liverpool thing ever to concede the second and then score a dramatic winner at the end. And that's literally what we did. The thing is like, it feels like every time we felt like scoring, we scored. You get what I'm saying? Like, every time we attacked with the intent, like, shit, we got to score here. We just scored. Now, the defensive situation, Gravenberch makes a difference to us. So Gravenberch being in this team will make a difference to us. And Connor Bradley coming back will make a difference to us. I'd love to win. Like, inshallah, next week, St. James's Park, we just win 2-0 and just chill out. But we all know that's not going to happen against that thug midfield as well. Like, we just know that's just not going to happen. So that's how I'm saying, like, we won at the end of the day. And I think Slot is probably the reason why it went 2-2, because he fixed his own error. Like, just look at the way that he brought on Gomez immediately. He's like, nope, I'm not going to do this. Now, the
Wait,
reason why I say,
Joe Gomez.
the reason why I say I don't think any individual had a bad game is because I'm contextualizing it. I've got a left back whose Anfield debut in the Premier League is against his old club. So I'm going to be a little bit patient with Kirkaz. Personally, I think Frimpong was good. I'm not buying this concept that he was cooked at right back. I don't believe he was cooked. I think he actually had a very good game. And his recovery pace is helping him out a lot in defensive situations. Wirtz, once again, had some bad moments, had some good moments. But the good thing about Wirtz is, and now we know this for today, Wirtz will always work hard. So even if he makes a wrong pass, he'll always run back and try to, tackle and stuff. So it's not like he's an Ozil or something where he's going to make a bad pass and go like, oh, shit, and then he's gonna jog back. Like, no, like Wirtz actually tracks back. The debutant that had the best game, of course, was Ekitike. And forget the GA. Overall, he was good. Layoffs, hold up play, technique, first touch, etc. He had a very good game. Now, the reason I asked Jamie the question about Gakpo, because in my opinion, I feel like this is like the new target for Liverpool fans. And I'm not talking about Jamie. I'm talking about even my watch along. When it was like 2-0, I was like, Gakpo shit. I'm like, guys, I don't think Gakpo's a shit player. Gakpo will never be Kvaratskhelia. Gakpo will never be Rodrigo. He's not that type of winger. By the way, he never will be. He could improve until the cows come home. He's never going to be a Kvaratskhelia. Gakpo is not a person who can dribble past 4 players. We need to understand this. Gakpo is the type of guy that gets the ball, gets past 1 player, and tries to curl it top bins. He is a shooter. He is not. He is like in the Yelk. He's in the Yelk of like an Ademola Lookman. Like the best. Let's say Gakpo gets to 100% his potential. It's going to be like Mane without the dribbling. So that's why when I'm looking at it, I don't necessarily think anyone was like shocking to the level where they were trash or anything. I just think we had a bad moment in terms of Endo playing right back, and he was just like, he was there on an island. That's why we fixed that mistake. But overall, I thought even Wirtz had a lot of good moments in the game, but he just has to get used to the pace of it, because when you're playing in that 10 position, like I said on the football terrace, like I said on my watch along, Habibi, this is not Bundesliga. Watching the Bundesliga is like watching the Premier League in slow motion. So he's just got to get used to it. That's it. Yeah. That's all. That's all. Just get it. And that's why maybe Ekitike has flourished, because the French league and the Premier League, actually, there's a lot of similarities. It's very aggressive. It's very athletic. It's very like, let's go. While the Bundesliga is a lot slower. It's just like slow motion. So maybe Wirtz just need to get used to it. That's why today, I understand everyone's concerns. I understand why Jamie says what he says. I understand why Mike says what he says. I'm not doing the Callum Sanderson. I don't sit on the fence. You guys know I'm very opinionated. But as things stand, this team needs to gel, number one, because there were a couple of times where Mo made passes into places where Ekitike wasn't, because they're not used to each other. Same with Ekitike. The players aren't even used to each other yet, so they just need to gel a little bit. Some of the combination play between Wirtz and Mo, as an example that we saw in preseason, was really good, but they just couldn't execute today because they're just not used to each other's runs. We need to understand, Mo used to look to his left and see Szoboszlai all the time. Now he sees a completely different type of player. Same thing with the Trent Frimpong thing. Frimpong is always overlapping. Trent used to underlap sometimes. Frimpong ain't underlapping shit. Frimpong is always overlapping. So I think they just have to get used to each other. But I saw a lot more positives than negatives. And I think a goal like this, if Connor Bradley was simply fit, we don't even concede. If Connor Bradley was fit and the substitution was Frimpong off, Bradley on, we don't even concede, bro, because Bradley's a natural right back. So he won't be that far up the pitch. And guess what? He's 100 times quicker than Endo, so he would have recovered. That's all. So for me, I'm not micro-analyzing anything. I just think slot idea of putting Endo right back now. I hope he's never going to do that again because it doesn't work. And he fixed his own mistake, and we ended up winning the game. And big up Spaghetti Mafia, Federico Chiesa. I love his interview today. Came out and said, I want to stay at this club. I want to win trophies at this club. And I love this fucking mentality.
I don't think we're going to sell him.
Yeah, and I always said this, bro, like, F the 15 million. Listen, F the 15 million that Atalanta's going to give us. Who gives a shit?
Well, I don't even think it's that. I think that from what I saw from Ekitike today, from a technical ability, his ability to link up, his touch, his fundamentals, I think that if we get Isak, which apparently there's an indie bomba, which I looked at, and congratulations, anyone can tweet a number. Chiesa is going to stay at the club to be. Chiesa is going to stay at the club to be the 85th minute striker. I think Ekitike is going to take Gakpo's spot, and Ekitike is going to play off the left, and Isak will play up the middle.
No, he won't.
And Salah will play up the right.
He won't take Gakpo's spot.
I agree.
He won't take Gakpo's spot because Gakpo is a bagsman. Like
he's gonna take.
We'd have got shit out of this game today if it wasn't for Cody. Cody got man of the match for the Liverpool players. Have a look on all the scores. He got the highest scores. He scored a goal of 0.12 XG, Cody, today.
Who cares about XG? Ekitike created that opportunity.
He scored a goal, mate, that nobody else in the team would probably have scored.
Mo doesn't score that? Okay.
To not do what everyone else does and look for the pass.
Gakpo's like a sub. To me, Gakpo's like a great
and he did. Man. The disrespect for Cody is just unbelievable. He was our best player.
That's not disrespecting Cody. Saying that Ekitike is going to go on the left is not disrespecting Cody. It's saying that
today and he stayed on the pitch the whole time.
Well, I mean, that's because we don't have another left wing. But
that's because he's fit.
I think Gakpo's
that's because he's a good player.
No, Gakpo's a good player, but he needs competition. Like he can't just have like a free run at left wing.
Have you just watched the game? He scored the second goal. It was a really important goal because we'd have gone 2-1 down because of dumbass moments from Andy Robinson and bloody Konate.
Yeah, over a season.
But you lose me with your analysis when you praise one player and then harp two players like this is an individual sport. Like it's beyond disingenuous. To say that Ekitike is going to play on the left and Isak is going to play up the middle is not crazy.
Andy Robinson not track his runner. All he had to do was run with his guy.
Did you watch the 60 yards of space that he had to run in behind? Like seriously,
he's literally just what are we doing, mate? He's just walked on the pitch,
and so did Endo.
He should be fresher than anyone else.
You're just like you're looking. We have a problem at two doors, and you're hyper focusing on one door and ignoring the fact that there's a completely different door.
Bypassed. Endo had his position bypassed, which meant he wasn't in his position. Andy Robinson seen the runner and didn't follow him in. Semenyo was on the pitch the whole game. Like, how has Andy Robinson not got pace against him when he's just come on the pitch? He was shit. Andy Robinson was shit once again. He has been shit for so long. He is going to let us down this season. He's going to let us down this season. There's always a player in your team that you don't need. There's always a player that you don't need. We do not need him. I'd rather have Joe Gomez. I'd rather play Joe Gomez there as backup. It's absolutely washed. He has got no pace anymore, and he's got no abilities on the ball anymore either. He gave the ball away 3 times. Like he was so far up the pitch one stage, all they did was kick the ball over his head. And it was lucky that it went out for a throw.
You're acting like Andy Robertson got the ball, bypassed our whole defense, and kicked it into
the game was done and dusted. 2-0 up. It was done and dusted. They had nothing in that game, and then we go into a bozo moment with Robbo at the scene of the crime as usual.
Sure, whatever. However you want to view it, because there's not going to be any convincing of you otherwise. You just don't like Robertson.
Get Andy Robertson here.
Yeah, but I think you're kind of scapegoating him. I don't disagree that he's washed, but you can't say that.
Did you not see the second goal?
Yeah, I saw the goal.
Who was stood next to Konate? Because Semenyo ran in a straight line right on the left-hand side of the middle. Andy Robinson was there for that as well. Scene of the crime.
Yeah,
it was literally Virgil right next to
Sobo gave the ball away. Like he disorganized the entire back line based on when and where.
Szoboszlai didn't actually give the ball away, by the way. It was Mo Salah that gave the ball away.
The first goal.
And it was also a foul. There was also a foul in the build-up. If you watch it, Vert gets pulled over, like pulled down. I thought the refereeing in the game was absolutely atrocious as well, by the way. I don't even know how we haven't spoken about the handball, which was a red card.
Oh yeah, he should have been sent off
because we won. I mean, I don't want to do this for a whole nother season. The refs are the refs; they suck. It is what it is.
Jamie, have you calmed down now? Have you relaxed? You want to go ahead and talk? Go ahead.
I'm all right. I just don't agree with anyone.
What do you disagree with?
That's fine. You're allowed to disagree.
Yeah, this ain't North Korea. Go ahead, talk to me. What do you disagree?
I don't know. It could be.
Well, you agree with me with Canate, don't you?
No, look, Kanate was dog turd. Yeah, it's as simple as that. Yeah, I'm not. Look, when we are looking at someone like Mark Guehi, and Kanate puts in that performance, if Mark Guehi is if Mark Guehi is a Liverpool player next week, Mark Guehi starts the next game instead of Kanate. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Kanate is a rash centre back. He always has been. It still doesn't mean he's not a good centre back. And this is where there's a lot of people that love Kanate and protect Kanate a lot, and I get it, right? Kanate's got his strengths and he's got his weaknesses, like all footballers have, right? Kanate's weaknesses are sometimes his positional play is really bad, like it was today, and he's very rash at times, and his passing is atrocious. Right, it's really bad. And it was today as well. I just expected when Mark Guehi is being spoke about, Liverpool, the boys know Mark Guehi is probably coming to Liverpool, and you put in that kind of performance, it's not a good look, man. It's not.
Agreed.
It's not a good. It's not a good look. The defending from Liverpool, apart from Kanate, in my opinion, has nothing to do with any of the individual defenders today. It's more of a structure of the team. And I don't think that's what anyone spoke about. Structure of the team is too heavy up top right now. We are too heavy up top. We're unbalanced in the pitch at this moment in time. When you've got 8 players ahead of the ball, yeah, you're probably going to concede chances and maybe goals, right? So the players' individual performances, again, I think Kanate was really bad today. But apart from that, I can't really go and blame everyone else's individual performances when the structure of the team is to push so high up the pitch. You're 2-0 up, you're 2-1 up. You don't need 8 players in front of the ball. You just don't. You don't need that many up. You need to drop some back sometimes. You know, I like Szoboszlai, as everyone on this channel knows. Everyone comes at me all the time. But the problem with Szoboszlai leaves his midfield position a heck of a lot. You know, he leaves his midfield position a lot because he's not a player that likes to sit still and hold position. He's active. He wants to be on the move. He's always on his toes. He's always looking to get into space and attack something because that's his natural game. So when you've got a midfielder like that and you've got McAllister who can hold it a little bit, but it's still not natural to him, you're going to have a lot of gaps in your central midfield area. That's why, again, I keep saying Ryan Gravenberch is a big miss to Liverpool in these sort of circumstances. Liverpool are always going to be a little bit risky in the way we play. I think we can all agree with that. It's just the way Slot, Klopp and top managers, you know, attack-minded managers want to play. They will play with a little bit of risk because they want to dominate possession and dominate the game in the opposite half. That's the way they want to play, right? When you play like that, if you give the ball away, you've got to be defensively sure in your structure that you don't concede too many chances. I think Ryan Gravenberch today, if he's playing, we concede 30% of the less chances than we did in this game today just because of the way he plays in midfield. What Liverpool need is probably another midfielder like Ryan Gravenberch who can come into these circumstances and control that midfield area and not leave his position on constantly. We couldn't really get McAllister in the game today in forward positions because McAllister had to sit there because Szoboszlai was the one getting forward in position. So Mac had to play a bit further, a bit more restraint for the way McAllister likes to play. I think that I don't think that helped Wirtz's game in the same way because Wirtz likes to press high up the pitch. Again, it's his natural game. He likes pressing. He likes roaming in them final third areas. So you're losing a lot of defensive structure in your midfield. So Liverpool need to find maybe another midfielder or take one attacking player out of their team and just put another defensive-minded player on the pitch and just find a little bit more balance in their structure. And that's how I feel about the game anyway.
So you don't even disagree with anything. Like there's nothing you said that I disagree with.
I mean, yeah.
You know, like it's just for me. I'm just waiting a little bit for them to gel. That's all. Like I'm just trying to be patient because I know we've changed quite a few things. So you know, I just want to.
The amounts of times we nearly got in behind them, like There was so many times it was like a block or just a misplaced pass. Like you can tell it's going to be close. Like when it clicks, it's going to be like PSG. I'm telling you.
Okay,
you can see it already.
But the issue that I have is that what Jamie's saying is spot on in the fact that the structure is different. Like we saw it at the back half of last season with the same exact problems that we had today. We're getting forced into errors because the midfield gets clogged because 4 guys are pressing us and we're all dispersed around the pitch. We looked beautiful in transition at certain points. Yeah, we messed up a couple of counterattacks, but name me a single team in the history of this sport who doesn't mess up a single counterattack in a game, and I'll just call you a liar. So to me, 100%. So to me, yes, we will get better. Wirtz will come up to speed. When I said Florian the flop, I'm just taking the piss. I think he just needs time. Like we had glimpses today, but there were just times where he got bullied because he just stayed on the ball for half a step too long. He will get used to that. The ultimate problem, though, is that a lot of these issues that happened today were really self-inflicted. They were just misplaced passes. You're caught out of position by the misplaced pass, and all of a sudden the structure's gone. We got 3 guys running in behind 4 guys who are chasing 2 guys, which is what essentially the second goal was after Mohamed Salah played it too far for Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai couldn't get to it, and then so on went Semenyo. I just think that with time, especially just with time with Wirtz and with the addition of Gravenberch, you'll see a much more solidified midfield. And I've always been of the opinion, especially 3 seasons ago when everyone was going at Virgil and Konate, defense starts in the midfield. And if Arne Slot wants to play this possession style football, your defense is your possession. And when you carelessly lose the ball, you're going to get punished. And when we carelessly lost the ball today, we got punished. Outside of that, from set pieces, not too scary. From build-up, sustained possession by Bournemouth, not too scary. It was 2 times where we gave up the ball easily, and it led to a goal. So if they fix that, I mean, I don't see us getting a Adam Wharton this summer, especially if we're going after Isak and Guehi, but maybe that's something for the future. And I also 100% agree. Szoboszlai needs to be told enough with the further expansion, because the one time McAllister did get up the pitch, he links up with Ekitike, and Ekitike scores a goal. That's like one of the only times I saw him being progressive.
I'm going to say something mad now as well. And people like, I think you might see Mark Guehi coming on in games and being slotted into central midfield in some games as well. Because Mark Guehi has played defensive midfield in his career. Mark Guehi is actually very good on the ball. He's a very good passer of the football. And I'm not saying start him there or anything mad like that. I'm saying in certain games, if Liverpool go play like this, sticking a Mark Guehi there with a Gravenberch and asking them two to just sit back a little bit more and protect the back two and let the attack do their thing. I can see that happening. A bit like John Stones does for Man City, used to do for Man City when he was at his best. I think that's why Liverpool are looking at Mark Guehi. And I think that's why Mark Guehi, because when we first went for Mark Guehi, the reports were he was unsure to go to Liverpool because he was worried about playing time. Now the thing is, he's got his heart set on Liverpool. I think he's been told it won't just be centre-back he'll be playing this season. There'll be games where you might actually slide into like a John Stones position in that DM role when we need you to go play alongside Gravenberch to protect the back two at times. So you let the attacking talent that we actually got to go and perform at the higher end of the pitch and just give you that extra little protection in them central areas of the pitch. And also, if you want to, you can then go to Guehi, look, push back a little bit more, go even deeper, split the other two centre-backs, just go at 3 at the back, grab you, sit in front, and then just give that extra more protection there. So I think that's why Liverpool are after someone like Mark Guehi as well. So that's just he's
excellent on the ball. He's press resistant. He can dribble through players. He's got passing ability. I mean, you could say that what he lacks in aerial dominance, he'll make up for on the feet. Same thing with Frimpong. I mean, the guy was winning aerial duels. He's like 5'6", or at least with his physicality, he's putting the player off. I think Guehi would be a great signing.
He can play right across the back line as well.
Listen, I think I do believe the signing of Mark Guehi is going to help us a lot, but
I can't
listen,
I can't believe we're all everybody's quite down. Like we did just win 4-2.
because you guys decided to fight.
down?
I can't believe
down?
Husam is the fucking happiest one. I'm supposed to be the
Yeah, I
negative
mean, like-
bastard than you.
I mean,
And I'm
Chiesa scoring that
happiest
goal.
one.
I nearly jumped out the window.
Yeah. It was an amazing goal, and we were singing his song the whole game just for him to get subs. I mean, I guess I guess we sing it because it's our best song, outside of the Jota song. But no, like 100% unbelievable. Again, like I said before, you don't judge champions on the games that they win when they play well. You judge them on the results that they get when they play like shit. I mean, we watched Manchester City do a 4-peat and win games 1-0 playing like absolute dog shit. Like it is what it is. At this point in the season, it's about results. I'm not going to worry about performances until we get past Arsenal. The next 2 games are incredibly difficult. Just do your best to get me 9 points, and then we could start worrying about how we're going to play. Because I mean, we got 37 games left. I'm not jumping out the window with one subpar performance.
Also, we have to keep in mind, and this is the question I'm going to ask you all. So, how does Isak fit into what the hell we watched today?
I already said it. Ekitike is going on the left, and Isak's going down the middle.
Oh my god, you're one of them.
I think there's going to be situations where they will play together in games.
Mhm.
I like Ekitike, man. Look, Isak's a better goal scorer than Ekitike. I think we can all agree with that. But there's a lot of Ekitike's game that I really like. He does drop deep a lot. I don't think Ekitike is a natural out-and-out killer number 9. He's like this hybrid 9, ain't he? That's what we've been looking for. You know, his link-up play is exceptional. You see that back heel he did in the first half
He's a
as well.
6'4" Bobby.
Yeah,
he's a 6'4" Bobby.
Yeah, he's extremely good. But the thing is, he can drift out onto the left. And I can see games where maybe Slot plays him at left wing in games, but he won't be left wing. It'd be like left wing on paper, but actually won't be. It'd be more inside left, leaving Kirkes the room to play that hybrid left back, left wing sort of position where then he's closer. Because Ekitike and Wirtz, I know Wirtz didn't play well today, but Ekitike and Wirtz seem to have a good relationship already.
On that left side.
On that left-hand side. So I can see Slot looking at it and thinking like, you know, I can play him on that side, but I'm not going to play him as a left winger, just like an inside left player where Wirtz can link with him on that side as well. And then Isak through the middle and Salah off the right. Yeah. I can do that. But again, to play like that, you might still be... That's why I think someone like Mark Guehi is important to Liverpool this season, just to come in and fill in them areas of the pitch where we need, if you are going to play like that, because it's going to leave you expansive and prone to counters. So you've got to be better holding the ball in the midfield. It's a situation that Arne Slot should have. You know, we won the league last year. I don't understand the narrative of like pundits are saying in Carragher today, like, you know, Ekitike is £80 million striker. Why would you go and get a striker? You can't have an £80 million striker on a bench. You need these players. If Liverpool want to go and win things for the future and win another league and win a 22 and a 23 and another Champions League and still take domestic cup seriously, you need talent like this on the pitch. You know, there's a reason Tottenham didn't win anything with just Harry Kane up front, because they had no backups. So when Harry Kane weren't available, they didn't have the backup to go and win things and get over the line. You know, and you can't, you know, all the pressure's on them guys all the time. You need these players to come in and help you carry on being successful. So
with Isak as well, like with Isak as well, that people just kind of ignoring. He can't play every single game. Like that's how he ended up getting injured badly for Newcastle, because they had to play him consistently in the Champions League, in the Cup, in the Premier League, because he was their main striker. I think the fact that if we get him, there is a rotation that can be done with Ekitike, and Ekitike can also be rotated with Gakpo, because Gakpo gets played consistently all the time. Well, he has been in pre-season.
And I think Gakpo
a British transfer record for a rotational
to be fair, Gakpo as well in the
had a great start.
Gakpo had a great cross for Ekitike as well. Ekitike probably should have done better with that header. So
listen,
overall,
headers he should have scored.
I'll say this just before we read the super chats and look forward a little bit. I really like a lot of what we saw today, specifically from our forwards. I think there's a lot more to come with Isak there. That's just all I'm gonna say, which I'm gonna ask the guys about in a bit. Let me just grab his supers. Big up Tomer says lack of options across defense, midfield, forward was an issue, 100%. I don't think there is a lack of options. Because if we do sign Isak, then there's plenty of options. And according to who the hell was it that tweeted it out today? Someone tweeted it out. I forgot who. Apparently, Liverpool are still going to look at a wide forward even after Guehi and Isak. So the club are addressing it, and it could most likely be Malik Fofana.
We made 5 substitutions by the 85th minute, and you're saying we have a lack of options.
The options are going to get better as the summer window goes on because, you know, when Guehi comes in, Leoni will be on the bench. Don't forget he was just watching today.
Yep.
New striker comes in. We're probably going to get a new wide player as well. Then you got a massive bench then. So yeah, bench options will be fine.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Can all of us spam Wirtz is world class in chat? As I'm tired of hearing it since we signed him and eagerly waiting for him to do something world class like Soboslai and Jones have done and read before. Look, here's the thing, Zoidberg. Dennis Bergkamp at Juventus was called Donkey of the Week.
It was.
They used to give an award for Donkey of the Week, Bergkamp of the Week. Now, imagine we were doing that stream then, and then Bergkamp goes to Arsenal. And Jamie will tell you this, and the older heads will tell you this. Bergkamp didn't hit the ground running. One of the best creative players ever didn't hit the ground running. It's actually a lot more rare for a player to hit the ground running than it is for him to take a bit of time. Fabinho, who's probably the best DM we've seen in our life play for Liverpool, took him about 6 months.
Yeah,
like took him a long time. Andy Robertson had to be benched by fucking Milner for 3-4 months until he got used to things. And that's an Hull City left back. So with Wirtz, look, you've just got to be a little bit patient. And he's already done something world class, which is the finish that he had in the preseason friendly game. Yeah, unbelievable finish right there from number 10. So I think we just have to be patient a little bit with Florian Wirtz. That's all. Patience.
Didn't he get an assist in the cup and the Charity Shield?
Yeah, and he got an assist.
Yeah, you go.
And he picks up spaces very smartly too. That's something that I'm very intrigued about. I like Jogo Benito LFC as much as the next guy, but football is 90 minutes, not 50 minutes. No control while we're ahead. We were so good at this last season. We were good at this last season, but Gravenberch was there and we were good at it in spurts because Liverpool still conceded chances. Like the Liverpool's Liverpool's biggest strength last season even was our forward line. It was not like our defense or any of that stuff. Yes, our defense got a bit better because we slightly adjusted what we were doing during the Klopp era and stuff. But I wouldn't say that we were like 100% solid, relaxed all the time last season. You get me? So yeah, that's the thing. I love comments like this. Bergkamp wasn't at Juve. Okay, he wasn't at Juve. I got the club wrong, but it's
Inter Milan, wasn't it?
Inter, yeah, it was the same club. It was the same league, and it was called Bergkamp of the Week. So Google that. How about that? Slaughter's good at fixing mistakes. We will be okay. You'll never walk alone. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Look, bro, he made a mistake today, but he fixed his own mistake with a substitution. He did. So he recognized, okay, this Endo right back thing is not working. Let me bring on Gomez. And guess what? We cooked. We got to Zoidberg again, who says facts. Wirtz need to get used to the Premier League. He's world class. Ekitike was in Frankfurt in the pacey French league, unlike Wirtz. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. So they're going to take him some time. I want you guys, this is your homework for today. Okay, give all the chat homework, including you, Zoidberg, and everyone. Tomorrow and after tomorrow, I want you to just watch any random French league game and watch any random Bundesliga game, as long as it's not Bayern. It's just such slow motion compared to the Premier League versus the French league. It's a lot more like technique, athletic ability, blah, 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 which is why a lot of players actually that do come in from the French league do really well, by the way. Like even recently, there's not like a new thing. Now, Ekitike was in Frankfurt, who is in the Bundesliga, but the guy played for PSG, for Reims. Like this is someone who's used to pacey football too. So that's the thing. So he's used to like pacey football. He's used to doing all this. And like, I understand what you're saying about the fact that he settled in coming straight in from the Bundesliga, but it's a different thing with Ekitike having played French league. Wirtz has played in the Bundesliga his whole career. Ekitike is used to the French league. You get me? So that's what I'll say. I actually think buying players from the French league is a smart idea. Now, I don't we didn't buy it straight from there, but the guy played in the French league, so I think that helps him with like getting adjusted to the pace. Imagine Isak starting and Hugo coming on in the 60th minute. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I think this Hugo thing is going to be very interesting how he plays with Isak there. Big up to Tom who says, sorry, I was at the game. If that's you believe Cody and Verts are shite, you need glasses about balance. If you can't see that it takes time.
Yeah, like I said, I was taking the piss. I understand it's going to take Florian Wirtz time. And I never said that Cody was bad. I said that if Isak comes, we're not going to have a 80 million pound striker be a rotational option. He's going to be on the left. And given his technical ability, after today, I would rather see him have a shot at the left. And if it doesn't work out, then I have Cody. But yeah, Wirtz will take time. But in glimpses, he was fantastic today. I mean, there was one point where I thought he had a really easy opportunity to slot in Salah on a counterattack. But I'm not going to slate the guy for his first Premier League appearance. He's here for what, 6 years? Yeah, he will come good. He will come good.
Big up to Michael says the balance in midfield isn't right at the minute. Gravenberg and McAllister combo and we are good. Konate did have a stinker, as did Mo for 90 minutes. Bradley Fitz, starts ahead of Frimpong for me too. Love lads. Bro, I'll be honest with you. I really don't think Frimpong was that bad. Like, I don't get this whole like piling on Frimpong. I thought Frimpong was okay.
I thought Frimpong had a good game.
Yeah. If anyone had a bad game, it was Kirkaz, like compared to Frimpong.
He got targeted the whole game, and he didn't concede.
Bradley would start over him. Honestly, I've always believed. Like,
yeah, if you've always believed that, fair enough. But I don't think he got a bad.
Yeah, I don't think he was bad, but I do think Bradley starts over him. Like, if he's fully healthy, I do think that.
And in terms of Gravenberg McAllister combo, I do think it's better for keeping the ball. My biggest problem with Szoboszlai passing today is his passing in tight spaces. Like, that's just his Achilles heel. Like, anytime there's someone 2 yards next to him, he'll always mess it up. That's the thing. Big up to you, Michael. Thank you for the super chat. Big up to Jack says, I wouldn't change us for anything in the world. Thank everything. We aren't banter clubs like Chelsea and Arsenal. We ain't clicked yet. 4 bombas. Nicely. Bro, unbelievable goals today. The goals that we scored. By the way, Chiesa, fantastic finish too. Like, that finish from Chiesa, make no mistake.
Sensational.
That was a
bro. That's like a center forwards finish, eh? Let's say that. Like, that's a
so many people sky that, put that over the bar.
Oh yeah.
That's class.
So
That was
really
a class
difficult.
finish.
So many people like Darwin. Big up to Vida De Vicas who says we played some beautiful football in patches. You can see Mike visibly get upset. Slot needs to figure out his first 11. He's going to come with a small he's in the past. Let him know.
Sorry, that Darwin line just killed me.
But Husam,
you see how he's defending it immediately. He pretended he hopped off the train.
Let me finish my fucking sentence. You messed up because you should be talking about Ekitike's goal. Darwin would have sent Ekitike's goal to California. It would have just landed right now. That's what I was.
I was about to say that next. Actually, I was like, "Damn, I know you like that first finish, just clean." Like,
bro, Petrovic got sent. Petrovic
He
was
sent
already
it
on his way down
eyes,
before he
boom,
shot.
finish.
Petrovic already dove. Right.
He would have hit the
He already
goalkeeper
dove
like
to his
square,
yeah,
square in the middle of the goal.
it was so calm. It was just he waited and then just goal. It's a striker's finish.
Sent him the
I
wrong
take
way.
my words back. By the way, Zoidberg, 100% Chelsea fan. Like, they're all on to Verts just because of this whole Palmer thing. It doesn't matter anyway. Let them cry more. I take my words back. Verts has only played 4 games. Players needs time to gel like Sobe when he came in. We need to have patience. He's world class. Here's the funny bit. McAllister took time, and overall he's been our best midfielder for the last 2-3 years since he was there. Szoboszlai didn't take time, but even Jamie will tell you, Szoboszlai first 3 months was a lot different to after that. Like, Szoboszlai actually fell off as his time progressed. Like, Szoboszlai came in, and in the beginning he hit the ground running, and then he fell off a cliff. Like, he went from like, bro, Szoboszlai goal against Leicester and shit, unbelievable. Like, Carabao Cup 3rd round, I still remember the goal, banger and shit.
And off the bar.
And then he actually fell off. So sometimes the players that actually take a bit of time end up developing a lot better than the ones that hit the ground running. It's very rare, by the way. Like, look at this current Liverpool side. Let's just address this bullshit, right? Alisson hit the ground running. No problem. Okay? Van Dijk hit the ground running. Konate did not hit the ground running. Joe Gomez did not hit the ground running. Kwanzaa did not hit the ground running. Robertson did not hit the ground running. Tsimikas didn't either. You look at our midfielders. Gravenberg definitely didn't hit the ground running because he took a whole year. McAllister didn't hit the ground running. Szoboszlai did hit the ground running, but he actually dropped off from the level that we saw from him in the first 3 months. People were saying the next Gerrard, by the way. Forward line. Salah hit the ground running. Fairs, one of the greatest ever. The rest of them, Gakpo didn't hit the ground running. Diaz hit the ground running, and after a year, everyone wanted him sold. Diaz, when he first came from Porto, actually
It was the
hit the
ACL.
ground running
It was
unbelievably
the
well.
ACL. The ACL took him out.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, my point is, look, it could take Wirtz 2-3 games. By the way, Wirtz could even have a worse stinker next week against the Newcastle thug midfield. Like, he could have an even worse game. He could have a worse, I'm telling you guys right now, he could be even shitter next week when Joe Linton, Bruno Guimaraes, like, as soon as you get, because this is the difference between Bundesliga and Premier League. I'm Wirtz, okay? I'm Wirtz. I'm away at St. James's Park. As soon as I get the ball, Joe Linton and Bruno Guimaraes and Tonali are running at me like crazy. Bro, like, in the Bundesliga, that's not a thing. So he might even be worse next week. But then guess what? When he gets used to the pace of the Premier League, when he gets used to these things, you'll see what he's capable of. Now, even today, in terms of picking up spaces, in terms of being in that area between the forward line and the midfield, he's very smart, you could tell. But it's just those little bit of touches that is going to come with time. That's all. So I'm not worried about it.
It's just going to take time. He's going
to want his fucking Premier League debut. Like, just give the guy a bit of time, man.
He'll be fine. I am concerned about Perkez, though. I am concerned. I just want to put that out there early. I am concerned, but let's see what happens.
Fairs. Zoidberg, by the way, what's it called? Isak, that all the Premier League is shitting itself about Isak joining Liverpool. Did he hit the ground running? No, he did not. Go watch how many goals he scored for Newcastle first season, second season, compared to third. He got progressively better. Just be a bit patient. And after our first 11, our bench is really going to be very strong. Gakpo, Guehi, Szoboszlai, Rio, Jones. We'll have players like that on the bench. How dare you mention the bench and don't mention Spaghetti Mafia? Respect yourself. Respect Federico Chiesa, the Italian king. Mike, 5 subs doesn't mean they are quality. You know what I mean.
Considering the fact that one of the subs set up Mohamed Salah to set up the goal that Chiesa scored. Salah scored the second goal on his own, which was only brought up to that point of the pitch because of a sub. Endo clears it into Salah. Salah does all the hard work. Endo is a sub. But you also only have what you have. Like, Arne Slot can't just create a player on FC 25 and all of a sudden he's got a new guy off the bench. I don't know. I don't really know what you expect from me here.
Like, Chiesa had 6 touches and scored.
It's his first ever Premier League goal as well, wasn't it?
Yeah,
and it's
better to come late than to never come.
I didn't say Endo assist. Those guys.
There's a joke there for Jamie that he just
was that an assist? Was that an Endo assist?
No. Endo cleared the ball and the guy was lazy and Salah beat him to it. It's not an assist.
Okay.
I'm with you, Husam. Szoboszlai is the new Nunez. Listen, I'm not Szoboszlai's biggest fan, but he ain't no new Nunez. Let's just allow it. Now we're doing, you see? Now we're doing too much. Talk about the new Nunez. He's not the new Nunez.
Chiesa's goal only came because of Szoboszlai's amazing first touch that gave it to Salah, by the way. Otherwise, that goal don't happen. Just saying.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, he ain't Nunez. Like I said, my only problem with Szoboszlai is just tight spaces. Where's Enz? Watching Saudi League? Big up. Yeah, I mean, Al Hilal watch along incoming. Subscribe to Enz's channel. Big up to you. She says, for the Wirtz deniers, Eddie didn't pay that money if Model didn't show he fits in the Premier League. I think you mean Edwards. Yeah, exactly. Listen, and by the way, Pep Guardiola wanted him. If Manchester City signed Wirtz, you'd all be fucking like in the chat going like, oh, Manchester City signed Florian Wirtz. He's the KDB replacement.
What do people want Wirtz to do? The people that are like hating on him right now, what do they want Wirtz actually to do? Has he got to score a 20-yard screamer and then take
every game, by the way,
and cross the ball from the edge of the box or something? Wirtz is not that kind of footballer. I don't know if people know what kind of footballer Wirtz is, man. It will get better and better as the season goes on to be an exceptional footballer. Was he great today? No, but was there moments of class in there? Yeah.
Yeah, there were.
He just got it's his first Premier League game, man. What are we doing?
Yeah, we just need to chill, guys. Like, bro, I promise you, some of the greatest players ever, it took them a bit of time, man. Just be a bit patient. Bro, please don't insult me by calling me a Chelsea fan. Okay, I'll wait for Wirtz to show his performance. I have a bet on to get a slot tattoo if we lose the league, so he better perform. Yeah, listen, like, in terms of losing the league, Habibi, I'm not worried about losing the league. Specifically, if we get Isak. Lose the league, what, Habibi? If we sign Isak, he could play like Emeka behind him and he would score goals and get assists. Like, we were talking about like Isak and Salah in the same team. It's a cheat code. Now, in terms of you as a Liverpool fan, since you're a Liverpool fan, Zoidberg, look, your expectations on Wirtz are great. I get it, because you expect a great player to come in. I'm not telling you change your expectations. I'm just telling you, be a bit patient. Yeah, this is his first Premier League game. First. Not like fifth, sixth, like he's used to it completely. It's his first game. Let the guy get used to the pace of the league. Playing in midfield is different.
And can we also
Since
talk
you're a
about
Liverpool fan, how long did it take McAllister? He was a Brighton player, by the way.
Can we also
Yeah.
talk about the fact that this was like the Jota game, like that must have affected a lot of people as well today, like especially the new lads. They must have been like, Jesus, what the hell? Like,
Yeah.
that must have been
Exactly.
a real shock.
Suspension, injuries, lack of forward will affect the quality, is what Omar saying. Fairs. Anyway, listen, big up to all of you guys. Please do hit that like button. Please do subscribe to the channel if you're ready to do so. 1,200 people locked in. Thank you to every single one of you guys. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. And I do want to look forward a little bit, guys, because we did win today's game. You get me? So I do want to talk about this Isak, Guehi, Leoni stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start with you, actually, Emeka. Guys, can we get 500 likes, please? We have 1,200 people in here. Actually, have some respect and hit the like button. You frauds. We ain't even at 500 likes yet. You get me? Spaghetti Mafia scored and you ain't liking the video. Like the video now. I want to start with Emeka. Tell me how you look forward to this Liverpool side.
In terms of what, like transfers?
Yes, and them fitting in and our Premier League future.
Yeah, I think we definitely need to get Isak. We definitely need to get Guehi. And then I personally, that third, I would like to get another midfielder if we're going to get rid of Harvey. Just a similar profile, like obviously Gravenberch, there's not a lot of profiles like that, but just a more defensive midfielder profile. Someone that can rotate with Gravenberch when he's not playing and maintain that standard. Someone that can pass out from the back, defend, cover space. I just think that's my one sort of concern looking forward. I think we'll be fine. The players need to gel up front, but the balance isn't right in the midfield. Like that, our pressing structure isn't right. There's just, I don't know. I feel like we give our opponents way too much time on the ball. They're very comfortable, especially at Anfield. Like, I feel like there are stretches in that game where Bournemouth was very, very comfortable. And I think a lot of that has to do with our pressing structures and that starts from our midfield. So again, I think Wirtz, I don't think he had a good game, but I'm not concerned about it. I think he just needs to get used to the pace. Ekitike, I think, is going to ball for us. Like, I don't know if anyone saw his interview after, but just you can tell he has the right mentality. And for him to even be confident enough to come to Liverpool, knowing that we're also going for Isak as well, I think that says a lot about him. So I think he's going to be a really big player for us. In terms of just slight concerns, again, I would say Kirkes. I think I noticed a trend where he goes to ground a lot. I think his judgment on that is going to have to improve. He's a young player, so I assume he's going to get better, but his timing on those isn't great right now, and he goes to ground a little bit too much. He's going to have to clean that up to play for our team. But again, Slot's a great coach. I expect him to coach that into him. And then I just think the balance on that right side with Frimpong as well, we're going to have to figure out. I expect Bradley to start, as I said, when he's actually fully healthy. I do expect Bradley to start there, and I think our midfield, again, once Gravenberch is there, I think that's going to fix a lot of the issues we had today. But my concern is just we're kind of showing how reliant we actually are on him in this system. And if that's something that we can correct in the window, then I think that would be smart to do so. If Elliott's going to come out, let's actually replace him with a midfielder. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the season. Just we have some things to clean up. I actually think this will be a harder season, much more of a transition season than last season was, because of how many new pieces we have. So we're definitely going to have to be patient, is what I would say. But I still expect us to get it done in the end.
No, I think we've just got a big squad now. Like, we've signed loads of players. Like, we're probably going to sign another 2 more on top of that, maybe 3. So that's going to make it 7, 8 players in. We've never done that before. So putting 8 players into a team, and especially replacing first team players like Trent and Robbo, and obviously, Dominic Szoboszlai that played in the number 10 last season, and then obviously Nunes and Diaz are getting replaced, then it's going to take a little bit of time. And it's also going to take a little bit of time anyway, because Salah's got to work out his new attackers that he's playing with now. Mo Salah didn't play with those 2 before. Like, he didn't play with Ekitike, he didn't play with Wirtz before. So it's going to take a little bit of time to get that together. But you can already see there's chemistry already building between them. I think this season's going to be unreal. Like, I think there's going to be a moment where we just click. Every single pass comes off, and every single cross and every single flick will come off in a game, and you'll just be like completely dazzled. Like, honestly, you can already see there's an element of it that's going to happen. I just think we need to be a little bit stronger at the back. Like, I think we've got a weakness with Konate. I've seen it in pre-season. I see it now. I've seen it last season in stages. I just don't think he's a slot player for the centre-back position. And I feel that if Guehi comes in, I think he'll lose his position. And there's an element that makes me think that you might even sell him. Like, you're getting 2 centre-backs in, you'll have 5 centre-backs if Gomez is fit. That feels like one's got to go for me. See what happens. But Ekitike, what a start. What a start.
I don't know. I think it's a little bit late at this point for Konate to go. I don't mind having 5 center backs, especially with one of those center backs being made out of glass in Joe Gomez. So, having extra depth there, especially with, again, one of those being 18 years old. I mean, if Slot doesn't want to give Rio an opportunity, I mean, listen, like, let's just say for all intents and purposes, it was 4-0 and it was the 80th minute. I still don't think that kid is seeing the pitch. So, if he doesn't want to trust young players, I get it. To me, it's just about getting Guehi and Isak. I don't think that we need a midfielder. I don't think that we need a wide player, but I do think that we need a center back of the quality of Mark Guehi, because I've seen him on the ball. I've seen how he is against the press. I see how he can lead a back line. I need that. I need that for cup competitions. I need that for, a center back to come in a Premier League game when I need to shore something up, or to start a game when, Virgil says, hey, listen, or like Konate says, hey, listen, I don't think that I'm 100%. And then, Isak, if you get him in, it's a luxury. Having that issue of not knowing who to start, like, that's a luxury. That's a luxury that you want, to have too many options up front of quality players to play in a game. And also it gives Ekitike a chance to play on the left. And after what I saw today, and that the technical fundamentals that this kid has, and the fact that our best buildups came up the left side with him always dropping deep to collect the ball, that tells me something. But yeah, if we get those 2 players, just give the midfield a couple of games to gel. These next 2 games are incredibly difficult. Compared to some other teams, we have a hellish first 3 games because we got to play Newcastle away, and then we got to play Arsenal at home. I think it's Chelsea. Their first 6 matches are against dog water. Like, the bottom of the table of last season are their first 6 games. So, the early results are going to be very important. But just give us a little bit of time. And if us playing like shit looks like a 4-2 win, Oh, I mean, I don't even want to know what it's going to look like when we're playing Unbelievable.
No, I hear you. I that with the Isak stuff, I think it's very obvious now that Isak will be a Liverpool player. I wouldn't be surprised if they make that bid next week and it gets sorted at the end of next week. With the other players, we need a left winger. As I say, look, Cody's a goal scorer. Yeah, that's what he is. He's a goal scorer, like Salah, just not to Salah's level, obviously, but it's what he does. He scores goals. We need another left winger who goes on the outside and makes the pitch a bit wider from the left-hand side sometimes, because both our wingers really like cutting in. So Mo loves cutting in. Gakpo loves cutting in. You really narrow your game down when you play through the middle so much. So I think Liverpool need another left winger that can play on the outside and go on the outside and attack a fullback and cross the ball in from there. I don't know who it's going to be, but I think that's what we need.
I think we low-key all know who it's going to be.
Maybe the guy today.
No, Fofana.
I think it's going to be Tyler Dibbling, but that's just me.
Don't you think Fofana's like so much like in our price range as well, like fucking 20 million type signing? 20.
Well,
25?
it's obvious. It's obvious to me Rio's not that guy because
you're gonna go after a kid. I'm
not going after Rio. I'm not going after Rio. But it don't look like Rio's that guy at the moment because it's just 2 games in a row now.
Bring him on, you mean? Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Because it's been 2 games in a row now, and he's not brought him on. And he's literally Liverpool's only other left winger in the football club right now. And if that was Rodrigo on the bench today, he brings Rodrigo on. Do you know what I mean? If Rodrigo was playing left wing today and Cody was on the bench, he brings Cody on. So it's not that he doesn't rate Rio. I think he's still protecting Rio and looking after Rio. And Rio's a young kid, but he's literally our only other left winger in the club right now. So that's why I keep saying I think we need a left winger, because Cody's going to play obviously a lot of football. Cody can't play all the football all season. Do you know what I mean? He's going to need to come out of there sometime. Yeah. And even if Ekitike plays there, he's always going to go cut inside to link with the striker and vert. So, again, you're very one-dimensional in the way you're playing that left-hand side. So, yeah, I want us to go for a left wing that goes on the outside and takes fullbacks on, makes the pitch a little bit wider, attacks down the byline. I'd like to see that. I'd love for us to get a central midfielder. I don't think we're going to. I think the club are going to have to work out how to play properly in defensive transitions, because I don't actually think our defending is bad. Our defending is bad in transition. That's the difference. And
we were so good at that the first half of the last season.
Do you know the first half of last season, though, we didn't attack and press as many men forward as we have been doing so far since January, February time into this season. You know, if you look at the games last season, the first half of the games last season, we pressed like 1 would press, 2 would sit, you'd counter press from there, sort of thing. Now it's like you got 2 bombarding back. Yeah,
passing lanes really well last season.
We forced some mistakes today. Almost took advantage.
I'll tell you what I was happy with, though. We didn't concede any set pieces.
We didn't concede any set pieces last season, apart from 2.
We've been terrible pre-season for set pieces.
I mean, I don't know. I think our defending is actually okay. I don't think our defending is as bad as everyone thinks it is. I think it's just a transitional defending that we need to sort out.
Defending wise, Virgil was good.
Yeah, Virgil was decent. It's just it's just a transitional defending. We can get our transitional defending out where we're not caught as much, then we're going to be absolutely fine. Do you know what I mean? There's no doubt about it. So,
and Kirkus is going to be the machine that he is as well. He just needs a bit of time as well.
Yeah, Kirkus.
I think he was just trying to do a little. It was against his former team.
He was trying to do too much.
Yep. He was being very rash. He was raw. I mean, there were multiple times where he was making a run and he's like pointing, "Give me the ball," and then we lay it off back the other way.
Yeah, because his old club as well, so he really wanted to prove it.
Really trying to impress.
Because
he got dunked on, though. I don't want to I don't want to brush over that. It was a really bad showing. But
it was bad. It was the second.
Yeah, but at the same time, if you want us to go there, I've seen Kirkus pocket Saka.
Yeah,
and that's probably the toughest right winger he's going to have to face this season.
I don't think we should hold judgment on any of these guys after 90 minutes of a 38-game season. That's all I'm going to say.
Kirkus was bad today.
Now, in terms of like this whole, obviously, I didn't hear what you guys are saying. You guys know why in the private chat. But with this whole Isak situation and Ekitike, just show of hands, just so I know how we're gonna go with this discussion. Who here thinks that Ekitike will hold bench for Isak? Okay, so we got 3 people. So let's let the opposition speak first. Mike and Amika, you both think that Ekitike is going to start left wing, basically.
I mean, well, he's either going to start left wing or it's going to be a 4-4-2, and we're going to play with 2 strikers. Either one of those.
I think we'll do 4-2-2-2 with 2 of them up there and Wirtz in that left half space in a lot of games. If Ekitike just continues to play, because the way he links up and drops deep, like he can kind of, even at Frankfurt, he played as a second striker. And Slot said it in one of his most recent interviews. He's like, yeah, I can see him playing the 9 or second striker or off the left. And I think he can play just behind Isak, link up with Wirtz on the left. And then you have our 2 midfielders behind Wirtz. And so I think Wirtz will be in that left half space, Salah in the right half space, and then Ekitike just a bit behind Isak. And I think we can.
Okay, I'll make a promise with you both right now, because you both think this. I will completely change my mind right now under one circumstance. You both promise from now to the end of the season to not complain about defending at all. And I'll tell you why. You see what you both just described? You see how Jamie just said, and rightfully so, we have a problem with transition defending.
Mhm.
Do X10 transitions with the lineup that you just promised.
Wait, hold on. Relax.
Balance.
Take a
I've
step
got a
away
bigger
from the
problem
ledge.
than that.
It doesn't have to be like that, Husam.
We've got
All
no
you
number
need to
9
So,
to come off
so the
the bench.
4-4-2 idea.
Wait,
Okay, go ahead. Explain it. Explain
Ready?
it.
Okay, I'm not gonna speak for the 4-2-2-2, right? But even in this, even in this,
come off the bench.
hold on, Kmack. Federico Chiesa, come on, hold that. Listen,
If you
to me,
respect Chiesa, I'm gonna kick you out right now. Don't respect Chiesa, K-Mac. Respect Chiesa.
to me,
No Chiesa slanders allowed on Dodo Sam channel. Go ahead,
I'll
Mike.
be the only one.
just wait. To me, what I would see at least being the experiment. Now, first game he comes in, I don't know if he's going to do this, right? You're probably right in the idea that if Isak were to come at the very beginning, you would probably see only 1 striker. But to me, it wouldn't be you could even be the same exact formation. You're just swapping Cody for Isak, and you're moving the 9 to the left wing. That's it. That's all you're doing. Now, however we decide to play in possession, we don't play as a 4-3-3 or a 4-2-3-1 in possession. We play as we play with 3 at the back. McAllister, Szoboszlai, and Wirtz are all inter-rotating. Mo is wherever the hell Mo wants to be, and Cody is sticking tight to the 9, right? And then you got Kirkes and you got Frimpong doing whatever. I mean, Mo decided to just look off Frimpong all day, but that's a topic for a different day. To me, you don't have to change so much. I think that Ekitike has the pace and the technical ability to play on that left-hand side. He doesn't have to be a touchline winger. That's another thing. Doesn't have to play like Mo on the left. Doesn't have to be super wide. He can gravitate towards the middle. He can drop deep. I just think that he shows a lot of really good technical ability. It's not a diss on Cody, but am I going to choose Ekitike over Cody with Isak in the middle? Yes. That's just my adamant answer. At least at the beginning, I want to see how it works, and if it doesn't work, then I'll be the first one to be here and tell you this experiment.
Okay, but can you explain Jamie's part though? The whole transition defense. Like, how can we defend transitions?
Okay, but we're not changing anything in the midfield, so I don't understand, because you're removing 1 player, you're putting a striker there, and then you're swapping who was playing striker to the left wing.
Your personnel outside of who's right mid?
Oh, okay. So if it's a 4-4-2, my presumption would be Frimpong, Konate, or Guehi, Van Dijk, Kirkes. On the right, you'd have Mo. In the middle, you would have you probably have Gravenberch. Well, here's the thing. I don't think it's going to be like a traditional 4-4-2. Like,
I feel like you're convincing yourself, Loki, that it won't work.
Well, okay, but 4-4-2 doesn't have to be the thing.
No.
It could be a 4-3-3. It could be a 4-3-3.
If Salah left in the summer, you'd be right, because then you just play a Szoboszlai right mid. Done. Problem solved. Because then Szoboszlai would do the defensive work and blah blah blah. Now with Salah, you cannot make the claim that, because here's the thing, we have a joker card, and that's Mo. If I play Mo right mid and I ask Mo to track back with Frimpong, like I'm losing a lot of shit there.
Okay, you have me on the 4-4-2, but that's why I just said all you have to do is take Gakpo and switch him with Ekitike and then sub Gakpo for Isak. And you have the same exact formation with Ekitike as a left winger.
I think
it'll be every game, but it'll be.
Can I tell you the first time we'll see it? Two circumstances. Either Mo gets injured, God forbid, or second one, AFCON. But you know what's going to happen? I don't think it's going to be 4-4-2. I think it's going to be a diamond. Gravenberg DM, right Soboslai, left McAllister, 10 Verts, and the two of them up top. It's going to be a diamond with Verts drifting towards the left. That's the diamond, basically. But other than that, I just don't think it can work. And I actually believe, low-key, you see with all the layoffs that Ekitike had today, I actually think I'm going to make a statement. But before you all go crazy, think about it.
You're going to say Ekitike and the 10 Verts on the left.
No. That's not what I'm going to say. If you want to play Isak and Ekitike together, I think it makes more sense to play Isak left wing than Ekitike left wing.
Why?
And just basically have them be the.
Because there's one thing that Ekitike does better than Isak: hold up play. That's the one. Like, I'm sorry, if you're looking at strikers in world football in terms of hold up play, Ekitike is probably up there, like maybe top 3, top 4.
Yeah, he's like a legit.
Maybe only one I can consider better than him is Harry Kane, because you got to give him that respect. Obviously, like he's like unbelievable at hold up play. But if I play Isak up top, Ekitike on the left, now my hold up play has a lot less options. Versus I'm Ekitike, right? So this is me on the pitch.
Are you all playing Football Manager?
I just held up the ball, right? I'm Ekitike. I just held up the ball. To my left, I've got a winger. To my right, I've got a winger. In front of me, I've got midfielders. If I put him on the left, his option is basically either the striker or the left back. That's it. No other options. But if I put him in the middle, he'll create chances for Isak on the left.
Fair.
So Ekitike drops deep.
Are you all playing Football Manager or something, or FIFA? Like we need to have somebody to come off the bench to influence a game. Like, you want to play everybody on the pitch who's in attack, which means we don't have anybody to come off the bench. And I know, we'll have Chiesa, but I think if we sign Isak, we'll probably get rid of Chiesa. Like, that's the conversations that are being had.
I'm not so sure.
Last season, and the season before, and the season before, and the season before, we had forwards to come off the bench to influence games, to change games. We don't have that if you play Ekitike and Isak in the same team. We don't have it because you don't have a natural number 9 that can come on and replace the forward who's knackered, which will probably be Isak. And if we really want to manage it well, 2 seconds, if you really want to manage Isak well, like Newcastle had been, then you don't get him to play 90 minutes every single game. You bring him off 60 minutes after he scored 2 goals, and then you bring Ekitike on, who's absolutely lightning and can do loads of mad stuff. And that's how you win games, and that's how you keep everybody fresh. You can't just play everyone constantly, because you'll have nothing to come off the bench if you're not in a game. Or, like what happened today, 2 dumb moments from Robbo and Konate, and the team's equalised. Like, imagine if we didn't have Chiesa.
Also, by the way, guys, all of you, I think Slot likes Gakpo a lot more than you guys think.
But Gakpo can't play the number 9, really, because he doesn't.
Yeah, so this whole, like, dropping Gakpo concept, I don't see him
doing. Everyone just wants to drop Gakpo. That's just what seems to be the case.
When Gakpo was fit, by the way, he was, like, 100% the starting left winger. Keep this in mind. Remember when he scored like 10 games in a row?
I'm not saying what I think Slot will do. I'm saying what I would want him to do.
Yes, and then you convince
a lot, by the way.
Okay, so answer this, Husam.
No, my original answer remains firm. Ekitike for Gakpo.
Yeah, 4-4-2 with Salah right mid.
No, so how many starts would each of them get? How many starts would each
like hamstring? You see, he said he felt it today. He's gonna feel it every game.
Husam, how many starts would Isak get, and how many starts would Ekitike get if it was based on how you think it's going to go?
Okay, here's the thing.
If Isak was here today.
Okay, I give a genuine answer right now. I think Isak's thing is what Kmack just mentioned. He has like a recurring groin injury type thing.
Yeah.
So with us, and Slot has shown this 100%, he is a willing rotator of players. He rotates the shit out of the team if need be. I think Isak plays all the big games. I think Isak, like, you know, will play every important game. But I'll give you a genuine scenario right now. Let's say we play Manchester City at home, Leipzig on a Wednesday, and then Chelsea after that. I think Isak plays City and Chelsea, and Ekitike plays Leipzig. So I look at it from the perspective of, let's say Liverpool do like the quadruple charge season where we go deep in all comps. I think if you get 60 games of football, starts, I'm saying starts, Isak gets 40, Ekitike gets 20.
Okay.
But appearances will be similar.
So what about Prem? Just the 38 Prem games. How many Prem starts would each of them get?
Okay, I'm already including 8 starts when Mo goes AFCON, because they're 100% going to play together when Mo goes AFCON. So that's 8 starts right there confirmed.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'm going the games where Isak is being
AFCON
rested,
is
big
8
Champions League game, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to add at least minimum like 15, 16 games.
Okay. So
Wait,
23
hold on.
starts.
23, 24 starts, yeah.
Okay.
Mo's going to miss 8
Yeah,
games.
that can work.
Are you
That can
talking
work.
Prem or overall?
No, that's Prem.
Prem, bro. He's missing 8 Prem games.
Wow.
Wait, what the
AFCON
fuck?
is in January. There's no Champions League in January.
Okay, but wait, I don't understand. We don't play 8 Premier League games in January.
We do. That's the congested period. Yeah.
What?
Let me check right now. I'll check. I'll actually tell you the exact number, because I think he leaves to Egypt late December. So let me tell you exactly the dates.
No, I get that, but since when
Hold
do we
on.
play 8 games in January in the Premier League?
I'll tell you right now. Watch this.
That's 2 games a week. Isn't there Carabao Cup and FA Cup during that time?
Hold on. I can give you the exact number. So he leaves, from what I've read, I think he leaves before Leeds, which is the December 30th game. So you got Leeds, Fulham, Arsenal, Burnley, Bournemouth, Newcastle.
No disrespect to Egypt, but I hope it's a early exit for him.
Respect Egypt.
I just said no disrespect to Egypt.
We need Mo to complete his legacy in
Yeah,
football.
we need him to be in
I
good spirits.
I actually want him to do really well with Egypt, because I want him to
Yeah.
get the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah.
Even
You
without
want-
Ballon
you
d'Or.
want-
There's Staffy.
Unpopular opinion. Had Egypt won AFCON instead of Senegal, we would have minimum won one of Premier Champs.
Why?
Because Mo's like listen, let's not rewrite history here. Mo, before he went to AFCON, was on some next level shit that season. That was the year where he scored the hat-trick at Old Trafford and destroyed Man City and destroyed everyone. Like, he even scored away at Chelsea. He never scores away at Chelsea. He actually scored away at Chelsea that season as well. Banger as well. Sent Mendy the wrong way. Chipped him. Yep. So he had unbelievable season. I think that whole like Egypt thing, because they got to the final, like they believed that they're gonna win, heart broke him completely. And that's why after, the thing is, Mane brought out his best after, and his best was the same exact numbers that Mo got at his worst. In the Prem, both of them had 8 goals each post AFCON. So I'm just saying, had he won and like he was in high spirits and shit, bro, we could probably would have done the quad.
It's possible.
They weren't even talking to each other when they came back.
You're probably right in the idea that if Isak comes, Ekitike will be the rotational, or maybe Slot will just kind of start them on form. If Ekitike is burning it up and Isak is finding it slow, Isak's the sub. I mean, I don't know how the hell you're going to set a British transfer record for a guy who's not
say Isak's the sub, Mike. Don't be
exactly, right? But that
ain't nobody paying 150 for a sub.
That's the possibility in this scenario. When you start talking rotation, you're breaking the British transfer record fee for a guy who's going to play 60 minutes a game. I mean, that dude better bag a goal per 60 minutes. If I'm breaking a transfer record for you to guaranteed be subbed every single game. But listen, great problem to have, as I'll always say. Having those problems, amazing problems. Also,
I do think, can I just provide a concept for all you guys? I think, first of all, big up to Kopish for the raid. Big up to everyone in here. I hope we've hit 500 likes. Just before we read Super Chats and end, I just want to give, I want to drop a concept. I don't think there is a strict starting 11 anymore, from 10, 15 years ago. I think the whole concept of football has changed. And most importantly, it has changed in a footballer's mind. Even footballers believe in rotation anymore. Back in the day, 15 years ago, everyone would be like, I want to start every game. I want to play every game, blah, blah, blah. I don't think that exists anymore. I think everyone, players actually want to rest now. Genuinely. They actually would Stockport on a Wednesday night. I don't give a shit. Which is why in the 80s, oh, no, don't get Jamie started on the fatigue rant. In the 80s, the ones who watch that era will tell you, the same starting 11 almost played every game. And by the way, Carabao Cup, FA Cup, Premier League, Champions League.
they were also smoking cigarettes and drinking beer at fucking halftime. We're talking about two completely different sports.
True. Anyway, let me grab these supers and we're gonna wrap up the stream. Big up to all of you guys locked in. Like I said, please do please do subscribe. Big up, lads. You get me? Big up to all of you guys. We're just 20 likes away from 500 likes. Can we get there, please? Can we get 500 likes? It's my dream to get to 500 likes.
Chills gets it. Chills gets it.
Georgie Best.
Yeah, that dude was smoking a pack of cigarettes at halftime. He was probably chain smoking on the pitch. They just didn't have TV back then.
They were down the bookies as well.
So I think there was a story on a podcast once I heard of Pirlo and shit smoking as well in halftime.
Carlo Ancelotti chews gum because smoking was banned on pitch side. That's why he chews gum during games.
Sarri's crazy because he actually used to just chew the cigarette buds. That for me is madness still. Till this day, I can't realize. He actually used to smoke cigarettes at home, collect them, and then bring the bud and just chew it. That's not chain smoking.
Tobacco. That's gross.
Yeah, it is definitely gross. Listen, don't smoke, kids. It's bad for your health. Subscribe instead. Big up to my guy Sinai B, who says, my theory from Ekitike pointing at the badge in his celebration at the Palace games is that all that Isak talk is turning him up another level. I think competition will always turn you up to another level. Same with Robertson, Trent competing with each other. Same with Salah, Mane competing with each other. Competition is healthy, and there will be games surely where they start with each other. Of course, I'm not denying that possibility. I just don't think it's going to be every game like some people think. I just don't think that. You get me? We're playing City away. There's no way Slot is going to go with two strikers City away.
Definitely not.
But he could bring one on if we're tied or we're losing.
Or we could play 4-4-2 with Salah mid.
Yeah, and then we'll have two strikers. We're down, then Ekitike comes on, double striker.
You get me, Mike. You get me.
Get me,
I just want to see my boy Hugo Ball. Right?
I know.
I think Liverpool need Guehi as much as Isak, is what Mr. Perfecto is saying. You know who also thinks that? Me. That's who also thinks that. I agree with you. Bring me Guehi to this club, please, Habibi. Please bring me Guehi to this club. Big up to Karan versus Kerkas. Doesn't look comfortable, to be honest. We're being attacked on that side way too many times. Frimpong has been solid so far, though, in attack and defense. That's why I cooked that guy on the terrace when he said Frimpong is just a fast Trent and blah. Bro, do you guys watch games? Frimpong wasn't even bad today. Why do we always cook the players that don't deserve to get cooked? Why?
You said he was a fast Trent. What part of today resembled anything that Trent? I didn't see a single diagonal play from Frimpong. Not one.
Emeka, you're on the fucking show. You can just say facts, bro. You're here. Why do you comment it? Just say it. Just say it. Get out of your life in the comment.
I don't want to interrupt your flow.
I want the kid with the nose from Stuttgart as our backup DM. Who's the kid with the nose?
Stiller.
I know who he's talking about. Yeah, Stiller's got a gigantic nose.
Stiller.
Yeah, Stiller.
He's going down.
He looks like Sloth from the Goonies.
He does.
Yeah, he's got a schnoz. He's got a schnoz.
Hello, you guys. That's what he does,
You know something, guys? I love football. We're referring to Angelo Stiller, who's one of the best midfielders in Bundesliga, the guy with the nose. Hey, big up. Big up. Kid with the nose. By the way, all of them have noses. Semenyo Kanda reminds me of Sadio Mane. Faris Habibi. This has to be one of your worst ever takes. I don't think he's even close to Sadio.
I understand what he's saying. I get what he's saying. I wouldn't compare him to Mane though, because he's uncomparable. But I understand. You know,
He's
he's
good
quick.
I do like him.
Yeah, he's
I do
quick.
like
He's
him. He's a good player.
technical. He's strong. He can score a goal. So I can see it.
I can't. The Etika Masala connection. You say Etika Masala, but Etika Masala had 2 GA in one game today, mister. So sit on the floor. Verts is a very unique player. I'd ask doubters to check his pocket of space finding analysis video. He relies on precision and positioning and line plays, slot and team, and he will probably gel and utilize it. I agree. It's going to take him time.
I can't
You get
believe people will lose it after one game.
It's a bit weird. Sorry.
That we won.
4-2.
I reckon a lot of our home games are going to be like this, you know. I think a lot of our home games are going to be like this. I think when we play Newcastle away next Monday, is it next Monday? I believe, yeah, it's next Monday. Isn't it?
Yeah.
I think we're going to play counter-attacking and sit back.
Bro, that's going to be fucking WWE like Monday night.
I think we're going to sit back and play counter-attacking.
I do think we will concede goals. Like, I just don't think we're going to.
Have you guys ever watched South American football before, like Argentinian league or something?
Yeah, it's just, brutal. Man.
I think next Monday is going to be like Boca versus River Plate.
I'd love to know who the referees are for that, you know, because
hey, someone's going to get a red card. Someone's going to get a red card.
Got Turney.
Someone's getting a red card next Monday. 100% someone's getting a red card. 100%.
Yeah.
Paris, you're looking for beef, buddy. Find some shame. Here we go. Oh, look at me. I'm Senegalese. Yeah, hold that, mate. Hold that. Anyway, listen, big up to all of you guys. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're yet to do so. Before we head out, all these guys' links is in the description. Please go give them a subscribe. Every single one of you, please give them a subscribe. Show them some love. Love you all, man. You guys, absolutely, we cooked on today's stream. Had a lot of fun talking about the Spaghetti Mafia 3-point collectors today. You get me? Shout out to Federico Chiesa, my midfielder, aka Liverpool legend, aka Italian king. Big up Chiesa. I love Chiesa so much. Here we go. All the rivals had almost successful hate watches. All these reactions, regardless of us winning, is just useless. The facts are designed by the scoreline. I heard someone say Said actually just switched off. Like Liverpool score, he just ended stream. You get me? Hey, fair, Said. Fair. Do you want to cry like that? Cry.
Love that.
Cry.
Love that.
Anyway.
That Chiesa chance was a 0.16. That's how difficult that was.
See? That's why we have to keep Chiesa. Tell Atalanta to piss off, bro. I'm trying to keep him. We're going to redirect over to Sarkar TV as well.
So
he's the only one crazy enough to go live now, so go tell him Husam raid in the chat. Love you all, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, inshallah, for Wolf City watch along. Peace out.
Salute.